and that is Allah Azza wa Jalla gave us. وَلِذَلِكَ وَلَا يَزَالُونَ مُخْتَلِفِينَ وَلِذَلِكَ خَلَقَهُم. The differences between the human entity is the it improves that there is a free will in every single man in this life. وَلِذَلِكَ خَلَقَهُمْ وَتَمَّتْ كَلِمَةُ رَبِّكَ لَأَمْلَأَنَّ جَهَنَّمَ مِنَ الْجِنَّةِ وَالنَّاسِ أَجْمَعِينَ. This is the way, this is the test in this life. So the essential thing in this test, the free will. And we have that free will. So you understand the truth, so announce that you worship the only one God. And say to those who do not want to worship the only one God, you can worship whatever you want. You have the same free will and you can use it. فَاعْبُدُوا مَا شِئْتُم مِّن دُونِهِ. But it's not everlastingly permission. It's only for this life, to show yourselves that you do not want to acknowledge that the oneness of Allah. You do not want to acknowledge the only one who created you. You want to be master of yourselves. You want to live as you want. You do not want to regard the truth in your life. If so, worship whatever you want. فَاعْبُدُوا مَا شِئْتُم مِّن دُونِهِ. And there is an important detail in the ayah, مِن دُونِهِ. You can worship whatever you want, but you should know that whoever or whatever you worship, they will lower than Allah Azza wa Jal. You are not increasing your position. You are decreasing your position when you worship something else other than Allah or with Allah. It's not important. If you worship something other than Allah, if you deny Allah completely and worship something else, or if you worship Allah one day and you worship something other day, or you worship both of them, all of them is bad way, all of them is shirk, all of them is denying, disbelieving, all of them is kufr. No difference between them. So فَاعْبُدُوا مَا شِئْتُم مِّن دُونِهِ. But you should know that if you worship anyone, anything beside Allah or other than Allah, you are not increasing your position. You are not save yourselves. You are decreasing your position. You worship someone lower than Allah Azza wa Jal. And through this way, you take a big risk. Because Allah may anger to you, the only one, the only creator whom you acknowledge and we acknowledge that He created everything. But when you start to worship someone or something beside Allah Azza wa Jal, you take a big risk, because the only one creator may anger. You may have His wrath over you because you started to deal something or someone like Allah Azza wa Jal. إِذْ نُسَوِّيكُمْ بِرَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. How we made you equal to Allah Azza wa Jalla, said the people whom Allah Azza wa Jalla had put them to the hellfire. فَكُبْكِبُوا فِيهَا هُمَّ الْغَاوُونَ وَجُنُودُ إِبْلِيسَ أَجْمَعُونَ قَالُوا تَاللَّهِ إِن كُنَّا لَفِي ضَلَالٍ مُبِينٍ. They said, in Allah's name, we were in a plain dalala. We were in a plain misguidance. They acknowledged that they were guilty in their life. And they said why they were guilty or how they were guilty. They said, إِذْ نُسَوِّيكُمْ بِرَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. How we made you equal. Those people whom they worshipped. They said, how we made you equal with Allah Azza wa Jal, with the only one creator. And because of that reason, Allah Azza wa Jalla put them in hellfire. They are and those they worshipped, all of them. Hum wal ghawun wa junud iblis ajma'un. They said, how we made you equal with the only one creator? How did we do that? إِذْ نُسَوِّيكُمْ بِرَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. This is shirk. So you should announce that I do not worship except the one created me. If someone asks you, who do you worship? Say, I worship the only one who created everything. No need to name him. No need to say anything else about him. He is the one who created everything. The only one creator, the only one God. قُلِ اللَّهَ, say, I do worship the only one God. فَاعْبُدُوا مَا شِئْتُم مِّن دُونِ, you can worship whatever you want. And in the world today, you can see many nations, many peoples. Some worships the idols, some worships many things else other than Allah Azza wa Jal. But all of them worship something lower than the only one creator. And if they claim that they worship something or someone's other than Allah, yes, lower than Allah, but they will have their support in the life to come. If they claim that they have more safety through this way, no, they are taking a big risk through this way. Look how the Abraham alayhi salam said to his people. His people also were worshipping Allah and many things beside Allah. He said them, وَكَيْفَ أَخَافُ مَا أَشْرَكْتُمْ, how do I fear those whom you are worshipping other than Allah? وَلَا تَخَافُونَ أَنَّكُمْ, but you do not fear that you associate many things with Allah in your worship. You do not fear from what you are doing and offer me to fear from Allah Azza wa Jalla, or from the thing that you shared, the partners that you shared with Allah Azza wa Jalla. How do I fear from those partners, from those idols? I do not need fear of them. You should fear of Allah Azza wa Jal. You are guilty. You are worshipping many things beside Allah Azza wa Jal. You are dealing with something as if they are equal with Allah Azza wa Jal. فَأَيُّ الْفَرِيقَيْنِ أَحَقُّ بِالْأَمْنِ إِن كُنتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ. Now, you or I am deserve the safety. Look, who is the one deserve the safety? فَأَيُّ الْفَرِيقَيْنِ أَحَقُّ بِالْأَمْنِ. You or me? I do not worship anything or anyone with the only one creator. I depend myself and my life to him only. I believe him and I put my rely to him. I put my trust to him. But you do not put your trust. You need some support, you need some support else. Allah Azza wa Jalla is not adequate to you, is not enough to you. So you need something else. Look, who is increasing the position of Allah Azza wa Jalla and who decreasing the position of Allah Azza wa Jalla? You need many gods other than Allah Azza wa Jalla. Allah Azza wa Jalla is not sufficient to you. You do not believe in him as he is sufficient to you. But I believe he is sufficient in my life. And I should live only for his pleasant. قُلْ إِنَّ صَلَاتِي وَنُسُكِي وَمَحْيَايَ وَمَمَاتِي. Say, my praying, my life, my death, all of them is for the only one creator who created all the worlds. Lillahi Rabbil Alameen. This is my position and this is your position. You do not deserve more safety. Nay, you are in very bad risk. You are in very big risk. فَأَيُّ الْفَرِيقَيْنِ. You should fear of yourselves. You should fear of what you are doing. كيف أخاف ما أشركتم ولا تخافون أنكم أشركتم بالله ما لم ينزل به عليكم سلطانا. In these ayats, Allah Azza wa Jalla made the truth plain before His servants, and He said to His believers, the people whom He believed to Allah Azza wa Jalla, you should say to them, I worship Allah Azza wa Jalla alone, and I make my religion purely to Allah Azza wa Jalla. I do not need any God else, and actually I do not see any God else. هذا خلق الله فأروني ماذا خلق الذين من دونه. These are Allah's creation. Can you show me any creation else? Anyone who creates something? Can you show? No. So it's obvious and it's very clear that there is no any God other than the only one God. So the way is clear. If you want to worship something or someone lower than Allah Azza wa Jalla, okay, go ahead. فَاعْبُدُوا مَا شِئْتُم مِّن دُونِهِ إِنَّ الَّذِينَ تَدْعُونَ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ, those whom you are calling, whom you are asking other than Allah, عِبَادٌ أَمْثَالُكُمْ, those are servants like you. They are creatures like you. How can you cry out to Him? How can you invoke them? How? How can you believe that they can do favor to you or they can save you? فَاعْبُدُوا مَا شِئْتُم مِّن دُونِهِ. قُلْ, say, إِنَّ الْخَاسِرِينَ, those, the losers, الَّذِينَ خَسِرُوا, who lost أَنفُسَهُمْ, themselves. How can the person, how can one can lose himself? This is our life. This is a very big favor that Allah Azza wa Jalla gave us. We should use it in true way. We should evaluate it. If we do not use our life, if we do not evaluate it in true way, then we will lose our life. We will lose this chance. So Allah Azza wa Jalla, when He says, الَّذِينَ خَسِرُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ, those who lose their selves, it means that they lose whatever they have. They lose their selves, their chance to be in favors, in gardens, in the life to come, in paradise, in the life to come. But they lose their chance. They use their life in bad way. الَّذِينَ خَسِرُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ, so they lose their selves. They do not did bad thing for others. They crimed themselves. They wronged themselves. الَّذِينَ خَسِرُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ ظَلَمُوا أَنفُسَهُم. And in the Quran many ayat say ظَلَمُوا أَنفُسَهُم, wronged themselves. It means that they did that bad things for themselves only. وَمَنْ يَفْعَلْ ذَلِكَ فَقَدْ ظَلَمَ نَفْسَهُ. And who